Konnichiwa. Thank you for visiting my site. My name is Kayoko Yoshikai. Health is found in nature is my favorite saying. Welcome back to second segment of Reflexology. Today, I'd like to introduce Muff Warren. She's been my inspiration since I met her 15 years ago. She's like pink energized bunny. At 82, she still travel and teach reflexology with daughter and Muff. She still goes and goes and goes. Muff, could you tell us what is your secret to stay young?
I'd say one of the main things is reflexology. I've had my feet done by my daughter ever since I learned reflexology. So that's one of the most important things. Hatha yoga, I practiced and taught hatha yoga for many years. And also a very important one is transcendental meditation. I practiced and taught and still do practice transcendental meditation. There's my activities, I keep doing something. I keep, like volunteer work. We have a lot of volunteer work that we've done over the years. So all of those things combined, I would say, it keeps me young.
One of the things that I admire and respect you both is you're very much into serving others and helping others unconditionally. Could you share and tell us about what you have done in volunteering?
Yes, we've done many health fairs through the years doing reflexology and a lot
locally.
Yeah, a lot of local ones and state ones. The one we did for many years was the police and fire games, which is a lot like the Olympics, but for the state, we would do the state police games where we would work on the athletes that would come into our booth. We had a lot of different reflexologists from the Southern California area that we'd all work. And then we got involved with the international games where the firemen would come in, firemen and policemen. And we did that in other states around the United States where there were a team of us, about 15 or 20 of us, that would travel to these states and do reflexology on the athletes.
We would be working for, 4 or 5 days, really with not stopping. We'd go at 7 in the morning and we would finish at sometimes 10 at night.
Yeah.
It was very intense and very fun and very rewarding.
Very rewarding, yeah. There were a couple of really interesting experiences that we had. One, the firemen and the policemen would go for their silver medals and their gold medals, and there was one gentleman that came. Remember the guy that came in? That very big guy that asked him and sat.
Yeah, he sat down, and I have very small hands, and he had very big feet. So he sat down, plopped his big feet in my lap, and just kind of laughed and said, "Well, what do you think you can do for me, little lady?" And I said, "Well, just wait and see." So I worked on his feet, and it felt good, relaxing, and everything. And he left. Well, he was a weightlifter. And a couple hours later, I'm standing in the middle of the aisle, and all of a sudden, someone picks me up and whirls me around, and she just says, "We won, we won!" And I'm going, "What?" And he put me down, and it was my weightlifter, and he had won the gold. He was not aiming for the gold. He didn't think he was even ready for it. And he was so excited. And, of course, we were too.
Yes. One of the things that reflexology does for the athletes is that it helps them, relaxes them, and it helps them to focus. So many of them that would come in and they'd be all anxious about going for these events, after they had the reflexology done, they were much more settled, much more relaxed, and they were able to focus on what they were there to do. And they brought many gold medals back to us to share, and it was really exciting. So we did that for many years. The latest thing that we've done
is Stand Down,
which is event sponsored by the Veterans Administration. It's done nationally. It's a 3-day event where there are all kinds of activities and services available for the homeless veterans and their families.
Yeah, they have medical, they have dental, they have clothes, they have people stay all night. They all stay there for 3 days.
For 3 days. And we have an alternative medical tent, which is the largest tent on the property, and we offer reflexology and massage and acupuncture. And we
have a few other little things in there too, but
that's the primary ones. Yeah, and we would have lines out the door, people waiting for us to work on them, and we get people that would come back year after year to get their feet done again. And it really was rewarding, like the story I told in the last segment about the woman with the seizures. We get a lot of stories like that. People come back and they share with us the effects of what we had done for them the year before. So that has been really, really rewarding for us to do as well.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Please join us for next segment of Reflexology. Thank you for visiting my site, kayokoyoshikai.com.